Hey everybody, it does go.
What is that?
I think it's a family tree.
Bollocks. Never mind. Ignore me. I thought I was supposed to do something there, but clearly I wasn't. Shed. Shed with violent farting. I don't remember what I'm doing, like, at all. Give me like, for like half an hour. I'm gonna watch my other video. Right, well, last thing I said was I was going to check the other rooms, so let's do that. Bloody idiot. You got huge hands. Birds!
They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
The bird is so cute.
I feel like I'm standing in a giant bird cage.
You are.
My little writing desk. It's kind of cute.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn a page out of the middle.
Bird diagrams. Hand painted.
Ooh, spooky.
They're beautiful. Someone really knows their stuff.
I mean, this thing's...
Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
A rather magnificent bush. Somewhat cruelly confined to a stone pot.
There's a letter P carved into the side.
A rather
There's a
magnificent...
letter P.
I didn't mean it.
I don't like mirrors.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do it by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
Right, okay, well, I got none. Hello.
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! And that shade.
Look at the bird when she moves. The birds go.
Oh,
Yo, you
thanks.
jiggly one.
I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into
Bet
the
you have rooster hair.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah.
Anyway, tell me about
Twenty
yourself.
something. Aquarius. Love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
Travel? Where to?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
And have you studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitzfellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our two families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether.
Makes sense, I suppose. I like your bird. What's your bird called? Plus, I love it. See, you can't see my pointer. Right where the yellow bird on her head is, there's a cage that's swinging back and forth with a little, like, blue orb of a bird that looks really panicked, because it looks like it's about to, like... it looks like that one's about to try and kiss it, and it's like, no, no!
I awoke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there. Crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That, and he has a great deal of work to do every day. Watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do you help him? With the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course, and they often do. But I think they just like the company. As do I.
Aw. I feel kind of bad now. She's cute.
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too, standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Oh, I can ask them about people.
Isn't he strapping?
He is there.
Large and frightening.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input.
That's so harsh.
She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning, and paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her, but she had a way of understanding unspoken things.
What? Oh, I got my mute button in time there. No, this one. I'm guessing this is the from her to him.
Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right.
Oh, is that all you're going to say about it? Like, it was in a wee treasure box and, like, kept safe and no, okay, never mind.
Haven't seen this one in a while. He lives in the music room, doesn't he?
Currently.
It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad. If I'm not mistaken, that little red and white one is supposed to be a bird of some kind.
No, we got that. Can we...
Freya doesn't
Anybody
take
know
any
why
good care of her
everyone's...
pains, does she? But then
She
she was
doesn't.
always rather bohemian, had her own priorities.
Shush. I'm just hoping one of them will say, like, why is everything, like, important split in the middle?
Goodness me, Poppy really doesn't take care of her belongings, does she?
It wasn't in Poppy's room. It was in the little pond in the garden.
Exactly! Hardly the place for it.
I like her. She's fun. Do you know anything about this?
Sure, I've read about this creature somewhere. Don't remember anything about him playing the harp, though.
Was it the piano?
We can get into Penny's room now.
Now, like, right now?
Whatever, let's go. Penny's room. There's more orbs! Pretending
Looks like
to be
nature
birds.
invited itself in. Rude.
It's not rude.
That's some flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
It's dying, that's what's weird about it. Bright coloured flower with an unusual shape looks very healthy and looked after. It looks like it's wilting to me. It's in a pot. Looks fresh and moist. An unusual blue colour. Yeah, what do you know about that? So this doesn't really let me do anything yet. I'm assuming that's something there. Birdhouse.
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds? Nope. They're wooden.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
Swap the positions of the 7 birds. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I mean, would that mean why? But how am I supposed to know? I'm gonna. It's just like how awake they are. Is it like slowly falling asleep? Maybe looking left and right. You know.
Nope.
There must be some logic to how the birds are arranged. Something to do with those white lines.
Maybe these two down here. Oop. So like, he's looking left, he's looking right. Okay. This one's looking like up. This one's looking straight forward. Like these ones are kind of looking straight forward. The ones in the middle, that is. Like this one, and this one are kind of straightforward. They're on the straight line with it. And I'll just try.
Nothing.
I think the birds are related to each other.
Okay. Is this a fucking color puzzle? I don't need to look at the eyes at all, do I?
I guess that's wrong.
It's a family tree. You'll need to start with blue and yellow.
I guess that's
It's a family. You'll need to start with blue.
Well,
I got it.
why did any of that make... Oh, right, of course, because we're starting off with the green, mixing green with greenwood. Okay, no, I get it. Yeah, so I basically brute forced it, kind of. It's basically just the colours as they make. So if the yellow and the blue one make the green one, good, I was just doing it on the shape of their eyes, so that top bit was a complete accident. But then the green and the red will make it brown, and then the green and the white will make that kind of light or limey green. But not to do with the eyes, so getting that bit at the top was an amazing accident.
I'm impressed. Did the door open? What's in there?
Now I'll get her. With some red petals in Penny's room. That's ominous.
That bed. It's like something from a fairy tale.
Does it feel warm over here? Or is it just me?
No, you're right. Maybe the bed has some kind of heater.
It's not coming from the bed. It's coming from the wall.
That bed. It's like...
Does it?
No.
It's
Not-
not coming from the bed.
Tea?
A little tea set. Looks recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed.
Ever
Nice
get
hat.
the feeling you're being watched?
The mannequins don't have eyes, though.
That's not a comforting sentence. Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
This is the fanciest.
Too fancy.
What
I
is-
know.
This is the
I
purpose.
know.
Never mind. I was actually trying to click on the rug there, but Missus, if you get something to say about like the this. Nope, that's not the right button. Let's go this
Yes,
first.
it's my, my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me, I think it's a little vulgar. That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business.
We're here to solve a murder. It kind of is our business, but well, I've clearly not got enough to make a deduction because the game tells you when you've got enough for a deduction. Oh, pardon me, sorry.
How do you even get drapes on the ceiling like that?
That's
Carefully.
the real mystery.
I was actually wanting the octopus,
It's an
but
octopus.
No, it's not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It has 6 legs, not 8.
So it's a squid.
Don't say it.
Sextopus.
There's a name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that stand upright. Sheet music, presumably for piano.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
I don't know how to read music. I'm going to need to learn
There's
how.
a name. You know,
It's an upright piano. That's the joke. We
but
get it.
roomy.
I like this room. What's this?
It's a metronome for keeping time.
It's ticking.
Yes, that's what to do. No.
It's supposed to be ticking.
Sorry.
I'm not sure what those symbols are, though.
Hay fever. Use the buttons to rotate all 4 metronome dials up to the hoop. All 4 metronome dials up to the hoop at the top. So am I just looking for ones that's not going to overlap? No, they all overlap in some way. This one doesn't. Oh, I misread what that means. Oh, I see. Got it?
That's done it.
Neat.
Brute Force wins the day.
What happened?
Little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph. Heart.
Look at this photograph. Well, that's cute.
Various handmade posters.
What do you think those symbols mean?
Hopefully, nothing. A big glass door leads out into a garden. Somehow.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Okay. Wait, I've done one of these before and I can't think of what it was.
Nothing.
All
Still.
4 tiles have a moon symbol.
Those other symbols look like suns.
I think it is, but in an abstract kind of...
Oh, shit.
I guess we'll come back later.
Yeah, no, right, okay. You. I need my snipping tool. Come here, you.
It's locked.
I thought
We are.
Shush.
That thing by the handle.
Okay.
Let's come back once we...
Shush. I know what to do. I know what to do. Okay, so that's like,
A big glass door.
There's
Shush,
the
I know.
mechanism.
Goddamn. So fussy. I don't let me think of 40 so I remember this because this one is quite easy. It's just ding 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 ding. Okay.
Something happened.
Yeah, it did.
That must be it. And the door's still locked.
I
Gotta
still
do the
feel
other
like we're making
side.
Some sort of progress.
I get it. I get it. I'm a smart man. I'm not. But the game's not the hardest, thankfully.
It's
Otherwise, I'd
locked.
never get
I
through it.
thought
We
were...
are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Okay, and this one wants you, and you.
It made a noise.
I guess that was right. Finally, it's open.
Whatever's on the other side better be.
Yeah. Hello, phone. Nice to hear from you.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Hey, it's cute. Even me.
Well, they're not part of the statue, and they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Okay.
Giant stone frog. Love it.
Same.
Ah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
Or feathers. The feathers were mostly found resting on the tongue of a large stone frog. None of the feathers are from an ink drip bird. Okay. Buggy.
That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon.
It's so relaxing. I might just stay here.
Oh, shall I go finish the investigation on my own?
That'd be great.
Oh, good. A bridge. I'm glad to know there's a way to get across that tiny, tiny pond.
Not all bridges are about getting across stuff.
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges too?
Oh, yeah. What do you suppose they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil. Apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
The roses are bright red too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Exactly. More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Well, either they have some special significance, or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make. More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why?
Well,
Yeah, blah blah blah
Egg
blah.
has
Yep,
gotta
yep,
be-
yep, 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 yep.
The door into Poppy's room?
So, only Poppy and Fitz.
Ah, I guess so. The door into
So,
Ah, I guess so.
Can I not? Oh, I don't have to. Right, okay. Last room then. What you doing with your booty? Any
It's
notes?
tidier than my desk. Oh, the notebook is untouched. It's completely blank.
So, even the most well-used notebooks start off blank,
A picture frame.
with no picture.
It's tidier than my desk. Oh,
Yeah, I was actually aiming for the drawer that time, but
You know, I've always wanted...
A mechanical solar system? What would you do with it?
play with it.
I would look at it.
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle. Sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
Is this supposed to be the sun?
Nothing.
So there are two ways to move the shadows. Rotate the planets, and rotate the sun and moon.
Oh. Oh, I don't think. Oh, I don't think this is going to be forcible. Right, Earth isn't rotated. Oh, hello. There's extras. Is it just a line them up situation? Well, this is the moon, right? So how does that help? It don't. I mean, am I trying to get only one side shaded, or?
I guess
I
that.
think you just need to get the shadows to line up with the shape on the base.
Oh, like the whole thing? Why the fuck did I do that? Oh, okay. Kinda like that then. No, they don't go on a perfect line though, do they? What about you? Can you go anywhere else? Oh! Right, well, that one goes that way. What about you? Oh, you need to be here too. But they don't line up. What about if it... Well, this is honestly the most lined up I've had them.
I got it.
If you say so, game. If you say so. I have no idea how I was meant to get that. I even still don't really understand, like, why is the light from the moon and the sun? Whatever. Shut up, Brian, just go with it.
I'm impressed. Did you hear that? Something unlocked.
There's a little hatch underneath. What's in there?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
The golden beetle! The infrared skeleton, composed of a mineral approximately 90% identical to gold, with a lifespan of several years, fends off predators with a loud hiss, records over 95 decibels, and by being completely undigestible. Misted has a somewhat spurious reputation of causing ill fortune to those who see it. Alright, did she see it?
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
PP.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return. Nor would
Hence
I
the books, I
expect
guess.
it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the cosmos I say hi.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening. I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
Right. I need a wee moment. Back in a second, folks. Where to pause? There to pause. I return. This.
Oh, you found a murder weapon?
Steady on. It's just a gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me. Well now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either.
I'm here to investigate the murder, numbnuts.
What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in the field. That's a flower joke, but she was.
Interesting.
I think you may wish to adjust your threshold of what you consider to be a clue.
Rude.
So, we found some research. What's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left behind by a previous inhabitant of Tangle Tower. I'm not the first scientist to ever walk these halls, you know.
Well, it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
Right. You getting to say about this?
Pointer property originally, purloined by the fellows. Typical. A very old statue indeed. I'd recommend you leave it well alone. The poor fellow's in bad enough shape as it is.
Hang on. Hang. Oh, they're making a... Okay.
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all.
Okay, right, well, I'll do this first. I think I know how to solve that. They've all had... The wee squiddy statues have all had different instruments. I think I'm just trying to kind of match them up. Poke you in the face.
That's all the statements. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs.
I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. so I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs. They're just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Okay, what else did I do here? No? Did it? Okay.
Guard, I think.
We could.
Ready when you are.
Okay. Bollocks to you. Okay, right, I have an idea for this. So this thing.
I'm still not
Should we take another look?
So doesn't seem like it can be solved yet. Bollocks. Well, one of them's a piano. One of them's a lute. One of them's like a flute. I guess not. All right.
Let's come back later.
Damn it! I thought I was onto something. You bastards. Okay, well, what the hell do I do now? I haven't spoke to you in a while. What were you here doing? Because it wasn't a...
A somewhat cumbersome device, and an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
I believe that was in Flora's room yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last.
So
Where'd you dig that up?
It wasn't buried. It was underwater.
Someone trying to conceal evidence, perhaps?
So everything that split in the middle sort of split in the middle at the same time, probably by the time she died, I'm assuming.
Be as humanoid, potentially bipedal, although none of the statues show the creature's feet.
I guess we'll never know.
Do you also have a pile of leaves as a clue?
Oh, not yet. Did you see some suspicious leaves?
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it.
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
Okay, well, I've got feather stuff, so I'm going to show it to Bird, madam. This one? These
Do you
ones.
recognize any of these feathers?
Do you know anything about this beetle?
You're going to be annoying, aren't you? Hey, you're going to be annoying. Okay, well, I have that picture of the pink-haired girl. I really think it's the... Where is she? Where's the goth? Ah, there. Shut up, phone.
I see a lot of birds up in the rooftop garden. They seem to really like it up there.
Why's that?
It's quiet. You get some weird insects around here, but I've never seen one like that.
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles in a box in her room.
Why?
For fun, obviously.
Fair, Freya for the Beatles. Like, have I seen her room?
Do you know where those earmuffs came from?
I put them there.
Why?
I found them lying around. I think they belonged to Fitz. I put them on the statue so he'd see them. I thought they looked like headphones, like he's in the recording studio with his guitar. No?
If they do belong to Fitz, he hasn't taken them back yet. When did you find them?
This morning.
Where?
I don't know, in a hallway. Can't remember exactly.
Hold on, Rachel, bear. The big mistress, the big long-necked one, with the white hair, whatever her name is, I want to say Freya, but I don't think it is. Is she just deaf? Was what killed them some gargantuan booming noise someone let off? That's why all the stuff's been split in the middle. She's been hit with some sonic boom and killed her, but nobody else. Like, the mother never got hit by it because obviously she's fucking deaf. Oh, whatever. This one.
I don't know what that is.
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me. Those petals.
What about them?
It's nothing. They're just unusual.
No, I know where they came from. Okay. Freya, was it? Brain, catch up, brain. Not that, that's... I've forgotten who Freya was. This is Freya. This is Flora. Leaving now. I think she's deaf. Anyway, this is the room I want to go to. Is this a little beetle tub?
Glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
Great!
A pillow with a paw print pattern.
It's a cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate. Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know. It is kind of a weird shape.
No windows either. Even though we're halfway up a tower, someone's been tracking in mud from outside.
That painting.
Why would you want it looming over your bed like that?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
Mm. Okay, can I do it with the tape? No, you just stand the way I can do that. Doesn't seem to do anything. Teddy bear.
Freya's bear.
Looks pretty depressed.
He's had a rough couple of days.
He has. Well, I thought I would have got something at the
Clean.
Beatles. What about the red light?
Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
Did Freya paint those
They're
animals?
kind of simplistic.
Maybe she painted them when she was younger. Drawings. Taped
What's
up.
that one on the left?
Looks like two people. One of them's holding a red rose.
Beefy. Oh, Shaw. Them two together. Yep. Doink.
Hey, that's me. Not a bad likeness.
It looks like you're standing in a rose bush.
Is there something wrong with that?
Okay.
Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes.
So she's jealous of... Okay, okay.
I can't decide what's worse. How she looks here, or how she looks now.
Do you know who this is? In the photo?
Oh, absolutely no idea.
Uh-huh.
I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me. I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, right, we've got a telescope person. Right, and I have a tiny lens. I don't remember if I found anyone to ask about that yet. Touch his butt.
What's this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see. It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
Hmm.
A diary can be a wonderful outlet.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't. But it does look like a diary.
Shit. Was there always a magnifying glass over that? Yeah, there was. This is where all the lenses were. Okay. Ah, it's Fifi's room.
Don't think you can get out being...
I'm innocent, I promise.
Save it for the judge.
Yes, yes, very cute, very cute. You there?
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
Oh yeah, I suppose, in a way.
Freya drew these,
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
but she never showed them to me.
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother, like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But...
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
Okay, well, it seems like Gardner is a big source of friction between the three of them now. God, you are freaky. Why are you like
A
this?
little chart of... Actually, I have no idea what it's about. Kinda reminds me of a periodic table.
Still not a clue what
do you
that is.
make of it?
Not a whole lot.
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah,
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
Wait, those are mine, the earmuffs. They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No, I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
Genius.
Shit.
Any idea who this is?
No idea.
Mm-hmm.
Those petals, they,
What?
they're red.
Yes, very good friend.
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to.
You ever seen this before, Fitz?
No, but I don't normally go into Fifi's room.
That's not where we found it.
Oh, I just thought it looks like it belongs to her.
Why?
We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone. I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. It's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
Poppy's piano music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Are we done? That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Alright, something was mentioned about Fifi and the scope. I think I've already asked her about the scope. Boink. Yeah, I have. Did she say anything about it?
Belongs to Professor Pointer.
No, I don't
Well,
think
who
so.
else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh, yes. It has a telescopic lens. It can only be used for looking at things that are far away.
Whee. Spare mustache in my...
Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next! It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what. There is a drawing of me, a drawing of Detective Hawkshaw, and a drawing of Poppy and Fitz. I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever.
You crackpot. Just gonna show you a bunch of shit and hope something comes of it.
I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Is this maybe the heart that we're trying to get?
Take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps they just wanted it for reference.
When did Freya draw the picture of you, Hawkshaw?
I didn't model for her, if that's what you're asking. She must have done it without my permission.
Could just be from memory. It's not quite
Damn.
as detailed as the others anyway.
These people really are ridiculous, aren't they?
I thought she would have had something more to say about that. Bollocks.
Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
Same? Yeah?
He doesn't have
Who's
a degree.
that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so
Oh,
far.
come on.
Strange. Diary. Have you read it?
Not yet. It's locked.
And you haven't attempted to force it open?
That would be cheating. It's
Nope.
Tangle Tower,
Nope,
or at
nope,
least
nope,
it's
nope,
the
that an envelope?
It's been open. Let's read it.
Isn't that an
No,
invasion?
definitely. Should we ring?
Why would we not? It's a little melody.
Okay, can I do it in one of the pianos then? Did I even ask her about the piano music? Piano!
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Funky. What else is there? A piano. She did have a standing piano.
There's a name. You know.
No, didn't help, didn't help.
Anything in the water?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there were so many shades of black.
Yeah, there really are.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
It's not even close to what it was.
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's an...
It's a feather. We've found that already.
The outline of Freya Fellow. There's a single patch of blood, right in the middle. No real signs of a struggle.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So?
So she was probably standing really close to the canvas when she fell.
Let's check the case file again.
I need something to go on because I'm kind of running on a blank now. Feeling going around and right, I'll just do a full sweep of showing every item to everybody.
Oh dear.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue. I've never been one for music. Why not ask Poppy instead? Goodness me! These drawings are quite precious. I'm surprised Flora let you see them.
What happened to the bird? Did it die?
I don't know. Seems likely, though, doesn't it? Now, this is still in very good condition. Apart from the crack, of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning. Is that a clue? Really?
It might be.
What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold. That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes. Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the spirits of her subjects. Not in an evil way, in a good way.
But we'll get that, buddy. Don't worry.
Why don't you ask Fiona about that one? Looks like her area of expertise. It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah, yes. So we shall.
The statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements, but it's not too bad. Might be salvageable. Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they?
I was sure I already had the thing with the diary, but I guess not. Boink.
A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages. What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands. Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
I mean, if you notice that the beetle bookshelf is the one that's always been empty.
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
Why are they so weird about it?
Why did Poppy leave shards of glass all over this statue?
What makes you think it was Poppy?
The statue lives in the music room. Who else would it be?
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues.
I like it. It's kind of cute. They're really... Hold on. Does this say anything about here?
Books about insects.
Well, there's not a single.
Huh.
Edges it, but signs are pointing to bird lady. You can't see the
There's
fact
nothing written in the book.
Ooh, a secret diary.
That's our guess too.
Excellent. There used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangle Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be? There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
That is a very good question. Not a fan of insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I... Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
Noted.
Looks a little simple for Poppy, doesn't it? Thought she was a grade 12 or something.
I didn't know there were that many grades.
I'm sure they invented some new ones just for her. Lovely. Oh, that's rather sad. Gaudy old thing, isn't it? Flora seems very fond of it. I've never understood why. But then I could say the same thing about her husband.
Heyo!
Bloody hell!
Ooh, delightful. More of a gemstone than a fruit, isn't it?
Inedible, too, I think.
Yes. At one point I thought Fitz might be growing them to sell them. But honestly, I think he just likes the way they look.
Nothing wrong with that.
Somebody taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct?
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one? Well, it was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
Wow. Terrible.
You recognize it?
The color scheme. 3 different pinks. Obscene. Poppy's gramophone. She's had it for a long time. As a young child, she'd call it her mama phone, on account of it belonging to her mother.
That's cute.
Oh yes, adorable. I doubt Freya intended it, but the overall effect is a little unsettling, don't you think? It's Flora that's the problem. She's an inescapably haunting presence, bless her. Hello. Who penned this juicy little number?
We don't know. It's not signed.
An anonymous letter? Classic clue.
Wow.
What's with those little windows down there?
I think they're there for draining rainwater.
Oh.
I don't like mirrors.
Huh?
I do by weight. I can.
I don't know.
Freya was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
What a fascinating...
Great, thanks.
He's right, though. It is a big red thing.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either. Where on earth did you find that?
It was in a bush outside. I think someone threw it away.
How peculiar. Isn't the process of decay fascinating?
It's not really decaying. It's plastic.
It's becoming one with nature, all the same. I haven't seen that tape for a long time. Who broke it?
No idea.
Ah, well, possessions are fleeting, my friends.
Stop with the twinkle fingies.
Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious bipedal fishman.
Playing a trumpet.
Playing a trumpet, yes.
I have no idea. This has not been a great one. There's a thing in the middle here. I know there's a thing in the middle. Her room's heated on the side. This one here is something. I actually don't remember. I'll look at that one again. The upstairs has a hole, and there's obviously the water that goes there. So the water in the base tower clearly funnels in here, and there's some kind of room. Can I do it in any of these rooms? I've not really gone to them again, have I?
Pretty ornate.
We're supposed to be looking for clues. No.
And over here, a simple trick, but it really...
Balls.
That bed. It's like...
Oh, shit. I just minimized the game.
Does it
No.
it's not coming from the bed?
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
Can I move them?
That might be the most traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
This is the...
2 things.
What does
I don't
that-
know.
Looks like nature and rude.
I don't know. I think I'm getting to the point I'm going to need to start using a guide, so next time I'll probably just try and make it the finale, and I'll use a guide to get through it. Cheers for watching, folks. Good luck. Take it easy.